this educational video, Business Communication Concept and the Role of Internal Communication in Organizational Change, a case study of PT Telkom Indonesia Tbk. My name is Navira Eki Kinanti with NPM 2541204 and 6. And this is my individual assignment for mata kuliah Komunikasi Bisnis. Today, we will start with the basic concept of business communication, then move to a real-world case study on how PT Telkom Indonesia used internal communication effectively during the transition to flexible working arrangement or FBA amid the COVID-19 pandemic. This directly applies the theories we have learned, such as the communication process, organizational patterns, managerial roles, and communication skill. Let's begin with the fundamental. First, what is communication? According to Hemstreet and Beatty, communication is the process of exchanging information between individuals through a system using symbol, signals, behavior, or action. It is not just speaking, it includes gesture, reading, and signs. Now, business communication as defined by Joko Purwanto is communication used in the business world, covering verbal and non-verbal form. Its purpose is to ensure information is delivered clearly between the company, employees, and customer. Example include company meetings, business presentation, work emails, and reports. Business communication has two basic forms. First, verbal communication. Using words it is spoken, like meetings, presentation, discussion, or written, like emails, reports, and memos. The goal is to convey message directly and clearly. Second, nonverbal communication without words such as body language, facial expression, company logos, or brand colors. For example, a smile shows friendliness, while a company logo represents brand identifier. First, the communication process involves several steps. The sender has an idea. Second, the idea is encoded into a message. Third, the message is sent through a medium or channel. Fourth, the receiver receives the message. Fifth, the receiver interprets the message. And sixth, or the last, the receiver gives feedback. Communication is not complete until feedback is received. This ensures the message is understood and effective. In organization, we also have interpersonal communication between individuals in a community or organization, such as between employees, managers, and staff, or lecturers and students. Its goal is to build good relationship and cooperation. Communication within the organization is very important for achieving goals. Managers have roles like interpersonal, like leader and liaison. Informational, like monitor, disseminator, spokesperson. And decisional, like entrepreneur, problem solver, and negotiator. Pattern of organizational communication include top-down from superiors to subordinate, like instruction from leaders. Bottom-up from subordinate to superior, like employee suggestion. Horizontal between employees or manager at the same level. Diagonal between different level and department. There is also informal communication, which is casual, like chatting during breaks. Effective management of communication involves reducing unnecessary mistakes, giving clear instruction, delegating tasks, providing training, and handling crises well. Key skills include reading, listening, engaging conversation, interviewing, group discussion, presentation, and writing report or memo. Finally, cross-cultural business communication consider cultural difference between region or country to avoid misunderstanding in international business.
Now, to apply these concepts in real life, let's look at a case study from PT Telkom Indonesia Tbk. Telkom Indonesia is one of the largest telecommunications companies in Indonesia, that provides digital services and communication networks across the country. During the COVID-19 pandemic, organizations around the world had to change how they worked. Telkom responded by implementing flexible working arrangements, including work from home, hybrid work models, and flexible schedules. Interestingly, the company had already simulated this system since 2018 as part of its digital transformation plan, but the pandemic accelerated the implementation in 2020. Employees faced many challenges while adapting to remote work. They needed to learn new digital tools, manage their time differently, and coordinate with colleagues from different locations. To manage this transition successfully, strong internal communication became very important. Telkom first used top-down communication, where leaders clearly explained the reasons for the new policies and the expectations for employees. At the same time, employees were encouraged to share feedback and ideas, creating a strong two-way communication process between management and staff. Teams also stayed connected through daily communication, using digital platforms, while different departments collaborated through cross-functional communication to support each other. As a result, employees were able to adapt to the new working system, maintain productivity, and stay engaged. Through effective internal communication, Telkom successfully adapted to hybrid work during the pandemic.
How does this case enhance our understanding of business communication? Telkom approach saw the full communication process in action, clear message encoding, suitable channels like digital tools, accurate interpretation, and strong feedback loops. It also demonstrates all organizational patterns working together. Top-down for alignment, bottom-up from employee involvement, horizontal for team collaboration, and diagonal for cross-functional support. This reduces barriers like information gaps or resistance, and build trust and motivation. It highlights essential skills such as active listening, virtual presentation, group discussion, and coordination, all critical in modern business. In conclusion, business communication is the foundation for effective organizational functioning, especially during change. The PT Telkom Indonesia case illustrates how transparent, multi-pattern internal communication leads to successful adaptation, higher engagement, and sustained performance. Key takeaways. First, complete the communication process with feedback. Second, use appropriate channel and patterns for different needs. Third, involve employees to overcome barriers and build trust. Fourth, develop skills like listening, presenting, and collaboration. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.